Hello, everyone, and welcome to our new moon in Pisces. So, this new moon, like any new moon, is giving us a beautiful opportunity to set our intentions for what we want to experience next month. The thing that's a little bit different about this new moon, because it is in the sign of Pisces, Pisces is all about the feelings. It is all about the flow. It's all about intuition. And most importantly, it's all about spiritual alignment or being aligned with your inner being, being aligned with the universe, being aligned with love, whatever it is you want to say. And so for this new moon, I want to offer you a tool that you can use to really make sure that you are helping yourself to be as aligned as you can for what you want to experience next month. But before we get into that exercise, I want to talk about the focuses, the roots, the feelings, and give you at least an example of what a spirit-based intention may look like and what a ego-based intention may look like. So let's start with our biggest and loudest voice because that's how we programmed it. That's how we set it up. Let's start with our ego. Where's its focus? Its focus is always number one on the future. It is on specifics. Like it has to meet every single criteria for it to be happy. And if it doesn't meet all those criteria, it says, oh, okay, this is a failure. This is not, I can't, nope, it's failed. It's not right. Maybe you want to go get a job and you set your intention for it and it's your dream job, except instead of paying you, maybe instead of 4 weeks paid vacation, they're only offering 3. And you're like, oh, that's it. Can't do it because it doesn't meet those specifics. And so often when we set intentions from our ego, they are rooted in the feelings of control, attachment, projection, and fear. And they really tend to be very time-based. They tend to be very small, very narrow, and very limited in their scope of like everything. It's just very like, looking through a keyhole, teeny tiny little hole trying to see the whole entire room, and you'll never be able to. And so that's the ego. Now let's look at some spirit-based intentions, right? So for the focus there, the focus for those intentions for spirit-based, it is all about growth. It is all about expansion, and it is all about widening your view and aligning yourself with the bigger dream of spirit, the bigger dream that spirit has for you. And you don't have to know what that is. It's just a willingness to acknowledge that you don't know everything, and that's okay. And so the feelings that we're going to feel, it's going to feel like you're stretching. It really is because you're going outside of your comfort zone. So it's going to feel that stretching. It might even feel a little exciting or exhilarating. And it's going to, of course, feel trust. There's going to be that sense of trust, just like, or that sense of yes, like that just big yes moment. And there's going to be that sense of surrender and growth. And so something I want to say when it does come to these spirit-based intentions is that when you are setting them, and maybe you're setting it, and again, you're feeling that stretching, right? Your ego might want to jump in there and say, and maybe you're like, oh my gosh, this is so exciting. Like, I can't wait to, go and experience this. I can't wait to see how spirit's going to bring it to me. And then there comes the, but just know that but is your ego butting in. And it's actually a good sign. It's not a bad thing. It just means that you're going beyond, the ego's confines. And it says, whoa, 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 whoa. I don't know what's going to happen next. I can't control this. So go with that feeling. Don't allow yourself to be like, ooh, okay, well, now I got to shrink back down. No, 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 no. This is your opportunity to continue to expand. The but is only telling you that your ego is afraid because it's beyond its scope of knowing. And so you can be sure you're tapping into spirit. Another way that we can really begin to discern if we're tapping into spirit is again with that first sense of excitement before the but comes in. So if you're setting it and you're like, oh, this feels so good, and then the but comes in and then you start feeling anxious, just stop, breathe, and allow yourself to acknowledge that and acknowledge that that means you're on the right track. So I want to give you a brief example of what this might look like. So for an ego-based, and we're just going to go back to the job type of thing, it would be, I need this job in order to feel worthy, or I need this job in order to prove something to someone, even if it's myself. I need it, okay? And be very aware of that word. I need the job, okay? Notice how that feels. I just notice how that feels to you as I read that, okay? Now, let's go to a more spirit-based one. I desire work that aligns with my purpose. I desire work that aligns with my purpose. Which one feels better? Right? Like that one where you're aligning with your purpose. It just feels so much more open instead of like I need the job, which is all clingy and controlling and attached and so forth and so on. Because, I got to prove that I'm good enough. I got to prove this. And where spirit, I just desire work that aligns with my purpose. Open, expansive, right? And so this is what's going to lead us into our tool. Now, if you already have your intentions written, totally fine. You can still do this tool. If you haven't written your intentions yet, this is also a great time that you can use this tool. So what you're going to need is go ahead and get out a piece of paper and something to write with, be it pen, pencil, colored pencil, marker, Sharpie, whatever. Even if you're writing on, construction paper, doesn't matter. The materials don't really matter. What matters is the intention. So what I would invite you to do is I would invite you to just maybe take a quick 5 minutes of, you can call it a meditation, 5 minutes of calming, 5 minutes of presence, whatever feels good to you. And then from that space, what I want you to do now, if you've already written your intentions, what I would invite you to do is place your hands over your heart, take that deep breath in, and I would invite you, if you've already written your intentions, to, of course, look at your intentions. I want you to read it on the page. Then I want you to close your eyes, hand or hands over your heart, or one hand on your heart, one hand on your gut or your belly button, however you want to look at it. And take that deep breath, say your intention, okay? Say it with your eyes closed. And I want you to notice how you feel. Remember, we are in the sign of Pisces, so this is all about how you feel. And so do you feel expansive? Does it feel good? Is there a certain word that just like, ooh, that did not feel good when I said it? Beautiful, wonderful. Guess what you get to go do now? You get to go play, because that's all we're really doing. We're playing with our guidance system and saying, okay, well, what word feels good here and what word doesn't? So let's go back to our example. I need this job. Okay, or I need a job. Ooh, job didn't feel very good. What's a word that feels a little bit better? Work? No, that doesn't feel good. Career. Ooh, that feels better. Let me replace that. And let's see. The word need. No, I don't really like that word. Desire. That feels a lot better. Again, and you're just going to play with the words. And if you haven't written your intentions, then guess what? You get to play actively with your guidance system, with your emotions, placing one hand on your heart, one hand on your belly button, and taking that deep breath. And you get to, in real time, live action, or really just state your intentions. Now, if that's not something you feel like you can do, if you're like, ooh, that's a little too much like on the spot, I like to plan things out, totally fine. Write your intentions down, then do the exercise and see after you've written it down, does that align with the truth of who you are? Does it meet those criteria of feeling exciting, feeling aligned, that sense of growth, expansion, stretching, exhilaration, happiness, contentment? Like, does it feel good as you do it? And remember, good doesn't mean comfortable. Okay. And we have to really get clear with that. Good doesn't always mean comfortable. It's that inner knowing of yes, yes. Okay. And I want you to focus on that inner yes, not that, well, this feels all right or this feels comfortable. No, let's focus on this feels like 100% yes. So I thank you for joining me. I thank you for being here. And I'll talk with you soon. Bye for now.